Good Saturday morning to everybody. This is Matthew Lippard again. I'm going to do an AC service on my old 2001 Mercury Sable. It's blowing cold, but just not quite as cold as I would like it to. I've got a snap-on AC machine here, and I've got my gauges set up. I've already taken the caps off. I'm going to put the high side right here, and I'm going to open up the valve there. And the low side, it's kind of hidden back here, right back there. Get that started, reach in there, pull it back and latch it, and then I've got to get in there and open the valve. Okay, now the valves are open. That keeps coming loose for some reason, but now I'll open. These valves are already open. As you can see, there is pressure in the gauges, which there should be. I need to open the tank valves. If I don't open the tank valves, it won't suck any of the AC out of the car. Okay, now I'm going to turn this knob here to recycle, and then I'm going to turn my compressor on. And there, the compressor just kicked on. I don't know if you can hear that, but now it's going to begin to count up the how much it pulls out of there. The display is not real bright anymore. I've got to look real closely, but it'll count up and it will tell me exactly how much refrigerant I've taken out. I'll look up here on the hood, inside of the hood. There's our AC sticker, 0.096 kilograms. I'll convert that 0.96 kilograms to pounds, and to find out how much this car takes, and then we'll see how much I pull out versus how much it should have. Then I'll evacuate it for about 45 minutes, and then I'll recharge it. Okay, I've pulled all the refrigerant out. I'm at 10 inches of vacuum right now, which is where I want to be for now. Now I'm going to shut the machine off, and I don't know if I can get close enough to see this, but I pulled out 1 pound 13 ounces, which is 29 ounces. It takes 34, so it's about 5 ounces shy, which isn't a tremendous amount, but it can affect it. So now I'm going to shut the compressor off, and I'm going to close the recycle valve. And now when it finishes, it's going to say drain oil. So I'll come over here. It didn't pull out any oil, which means I don't have to add any oil. However much oil it pulls out of there, then you need to add that much oil back. I think the orifice tube is right in here. Now I'll check that out, see if I can pull that out, and then I'll be back. Okay, now I'm going to evacuate this thing. I'm going to turn the compressor on, and as soon as it kicks on, I'm going to turn the valve open. Now the compressor just kicked on. I'm going to turn the valve to vacuum. I'm going to let that run for about 45 minutes, and then I'll recharge it. I did the conversion on the 0.96 kilograms of refrigerant, and it comes out to 34 ounces. So I'll be putting 34 ounces of refrigerant back in. I took out 29 ounces, so I'm only 5 ounces shy. How much difference that'll make? You know, sometimes it'll make a lot, sometimes it won't, so time will tell. So right now, after about 7 minutes, we're at about 26 inches of vacuum. We want to get, ultimately the goal is 27 inches of vacuum to 30 inches, you know, to make sure everything is out. It pulls the moisture and debris and etc. out. Normally I use a separate compressor to vacuum it out, but since we moved, it's somewhere in storage, so I'll have to locate it before I do too many other AC jobs. By using the external AC machine, it can extend the life of the compressor inside of my AC machine, and I'm not using it to pull the vacuum. So, but for now, for today, I'm just going to use this, and we'll see how it works. It doesn't always pull it down as far as I want it to. Sometimes 26 inches is about all I can get with the internal compressor. So, but we'll see. And you know, for what I'm doing here, it's probably going to be adequate. But before I do the next AC, I'll locate my compressor from my storage. Okay, it's been on for 45 minutes. It's right at 28 inches of vacuum. So I'm going to close these two valves. Then I'll come over here. I'll turn that off. I'll shut the compressor off. It'll do an air purge. The guy next door decided to use a chainsaw. Just worst timing possible. Okay, so now we're still out of vacuum. So now I'm going to begin to, I'm going to open up the low side, the blue side. You never want to charge on the high side. You always charge on the low side. And then I'm going to open the recharge button. And now you're going to see my scale. I don't know if you can see it, but it's going to count up. I'm going to actually go until we're at 36 ounces, because I'm going to have 2 ounces in the hoses that I'll evacuate out later. I'm at 1 pound 1 ounce now. So I have to go all the way up to 2 pounds 4 ounces. Sometimes I have to shine a light onto the screen so that I can see it. I don't want to mess with a new screen. I'm at 1 pound 15 ounces right now. 2 pounds is 1 ounce. There's 2 pounds 4 ounces. So now I want to shut that. I'll come over here. I'll close this. And now I'll start the car and see how we're blowing for temperature. Now I've got the car running. You see the temperatures and the pressures have both stabilized. Now let's check the temp coming out of the AC. You always want to check the temperature out of the center air vent. Everything on high. I've got the temperature turned down as low as it will go. Out of the center vent. I'm having a hard time seeing that, but it's coming down quickly. Not too bad. I just took it for a little drive, a couple miles, and it's about 42 degrees blowing out of that center vent. That's kind of where you want it, right in the green zone.